Alright guys, so I am still in the process of decluttering, and now I want to do my cheek products and get as far as I can. I hope that I can get to foundations and powders. These videos just always take so much longer than when I'm filming I expect them to, but for sure we're going to tackle, you know, bronzers, blushes, all that good stuff, so let's just get on into it. Back at my makeup setup, way down here, one of the last drawers is my blush and bronzer drawer. And I think that for this, I don't know, I'll just kind of lay it in there like that. You guys can see here as far as setup goes, I have, similar to my lipstick containers, this is just kind of a larger one, and then I have these little like acrylic containers on the side. Let's just start by pulling out this guy, because I can see some products in here I might need to get rid of. So, alright, I try to improve the lighting for you guys. First thing first here, I just pulled this from the back. This is the e.l.f. Warm Bronzer. This is a beautiful bronzer with a lot of kind of rosy tones. Definitely warm fits the name. I just don't use this very often. You know, I kind of feel like some of these e.l.f. products that I've had, I've honestly had forever. I hauled them like, oh my god, I don't even know. I think that this was pre my YouTube days. And I know that powders don't really go bad, but if I'm just not using it, then it needs to go elsewhere. Next product is one that I just don't reach for that much, and this is from Physicians Formula. It's a blush and bronzer duo from the Organic Wear line. For a while I kind of liked this, and then I kind of didn't, and then I kind of did, and now I'm kind of back to my didn't phase. In all honesty, it's just not a very, I'm not even going to bother to open it because you guys can see it there. It's just not a very pigmented powder. The blush and the bronzer just have little color payoffs, so I'm going to give that away. I have some hard candy stuff that I absolutely love here. Cargo blush that I really like. I think most of this stuff I'll end up probably keeping. I do have a cream stick thing here. Again, I think I got this like in some sort of a subscription box. I just don't really like the format. Like, that's really hard to try to apply to your cheeks. And I'm really picky about my cream blushes. The only ones I really like are the Makeup Forever ones. I do have a NYX cream blush here. This is in the shade Rose Petal. These, comparatively, especially to the Makeup Forever ones, are so greasy and so tacky on the skin that, again, I don't use those very often, so I'm going to pass that on. And we see Sunny Bronzer. Oh my goodness, do you remember when everybody and their mom was talking about this? Try to see if I can get it open. Wow, I am talented at this one-hand thing. This is a beautiful bronzer. It honestly is. It's got the perfect amount of warm tones in it, but it's not orangey. I just feel like there's other bronzers that I like to use a little bit more. I like these more inexpensive products. The only thing with them is that sometimes they tend to break me out, or I just feel like my skin gets more sensitivity to some drugstore face powders. And I kind of have that problem with this, which is why I don't reach for it very often. So I'm going to give that away. And then I have this little tiny Clinique guy. This is the light medium bronzer. I think it has sunscreen and stuff in it. Really, really cool. I just don't use it a whole lot because I don't know if you can see there, that right-hand side is very shimmery. And every once in a while I like that look, but to be honest, I don't like it that much. So I'm going to give that away as well. Next I have in here is from Maybelline Dream Mousse Blush. This was just kind of randomly sitting right there. This is in the shade Peach Satin. These were discontinued so long ago. I can't even tell you when I bought this. Some of this stuff I'm seriously like, how did I even hold on to this through the move? Like, I'm so surprised by myself. I have a really hard time parting with products, if you can't tell. But this is one that I need to part with. That's definitely, I don't know, like New Year's resolution. It's not that I'm going to buy, you know, only makeup that I'll use, because that's unrealistic for my channel, but just to be okay with getting rid of products, because I think that's important. Okay, next is my big kind of acrylic container here. I like this because this is separated by colors. So we have plum, coral, peaches, and then pinks. So here I have a blush from Art Deco. This is a Germany brand. I think I won this in a giveaway years and years and years ago. This is actually an amazing, amazing brand. Their products are so smooth and so pigmented. I know that I've seen them on HSN, but I don't really know where exactly in the States you can get them. Again, this is just really old, and I just don't reach for it that much. It's a really intense plum color. If I can kind of get it, you guys can see some of my decluttered lip glosses. If I can put it towards the light here, it's just, I don't know, sometimes it's a little bit too deep and too dark for me. I think this would look lovely on deeper skin tones, but on mine, I just don't love it. Some products that I want to love, but I just can't find myself using that much, they are the Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blushes. I have this pinky one and this peachy one. I just don't ever reach for these. They kind of have a stiffer texture, so I find that they move around my makeup a lot. So I'm going to give those away. This here, oh my gosh, this is the Milani Mosaic Blush in Sweet Cheeks. I freaking adored this blush back in the day, you guys. I love that you can kind of customize your color depending on where you want to swirl your brush, but can you just see like how gross and how old and disgusting, like the pan's completely fallen apart. Again, this was kind of a sentimental product for me because it was one of the first makeup products when I was starting to really get into makeup that I ever bought. But that needs to go because it's just old. And then I have these Rimmel blushes here. I used to love this one. This is called Santa Rose. I don't even think they make these anymore. Beautiful color. The other one is called Pink Sorbet. They're nice. They're actually really great drugstore quality blushes, and I'm surprised that they discontinued them. But I just don't reach for them anymore over some of my, like, the balm ones and stuff. So I think that my sisters will enjoy those. And then looking at the peachy section, I have this e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzer palette. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. The blush is very sparkly and so is the bronzer. So back to my shimmery bronzer thing, I just don't really wear them. And you'll actually notice a lot of blushes I have are matte too because I'm not a big fan of shimmery blush. Two more e.l.f. blushes. One is in Peachy Keen. Again, this used to be like a cult favorite. And then the other one is in Candid Coral. I think that this was supposed to be a dupe for like NARS's Deep Throat or Orgasm or something like that. I don't reach for my e.l.f. products that much anymore, you guys. I feel like I need to go and rebuy some stuff from the brand, kind of get some newer stuff. But these I just have had in my collection for far too long. Alrighty, so moving on here, now we have those two decluttered, but I do have some randoms in here, which I'm excited because now maybe I can finally fit them. God, sometimes I look at this stuff, and like I said earlier, and I'm like, seriously, why, Kylie? This is the Sonia Kashuk Poppy Sheer, ooh, I got that way out of focus, Super Sheer Liquid Tint. This is a great product. It's just very, very old. I don't know if this is a product, again, that's even still in sort of rotation with the Sonia Kashuk lines, so I'm going to give that away. Honestly, though, how pretty does that declutter pile look? I have another Dream Bouncy blush back here. This is a plum one that I just never wear. It's very, obviously, intensely plum. I went through a phase where I really liked this, that kind of like just out from the cold, almost red look, but now I just don't, so that was a great explanation. Back here, Milani Glimmer Strips. Oh my gosh, do you guys remember these? This is in Pink Glimmer. I actually really, like, at the end of last year, liked using this as a highlight, but it's continually one of those products that I pull out just for the sake of pulling out and using it, and then I stash it away, and then I go through and I do that again. So I just feel like I need to get rid of it because it's not a product that I love enough to consistently keep in my rotation. Other than that, though, we got a Sonia Kashuk Cream Bronzer, which I love. We have the IT Cosmetics Bronzer, the CC1. Again, absolutely love. Can't go without that guy. This Tarte Blush, this is in the shade Fanciful. Absolutely love this. I think I'll stick it in with my corals, even though it's not very corally, but that's fine. And then I have this MAC. It's a cream color base in the shade Hush. This used to be another product that people used to rave about, but honestly, I mean, I barely made a dent in this. This I'm going to put in the old pile. My sisters can decide if they want it or not. It is definitely old. I don't know what the shelf life on it is, but I've had it since pre-YouTube again. It's always been a little bit more peachy than I prefer, and it just doesn't work very well as a highlight on me, which is the main reason why I got it. So I'm going to give that away. And then I have this Cargo kind of multiple stick in Maui, which I love. I will not part with that. So there we go. Finally have enough room to actually stick those in there without extra products floating all around. So I feel much better about that. Let's move on to foundations now because I actually feel like this video hasn't taken up too much time and that we can tackle this. So, and this will be quick. So this top big drawer here, this has all of my foundations, BB creams, anything kind of liquidy. I also have some random products in the back. This Confessions of a Concealaholic kit, I have had this for so long. It's from Benefit. Super, super cute, but I cannot tell you like even how old this is. It's crusty, it's weird, it needs to go. Never really used that a whole lot either. It's just kind of inconvenient, the packaging is. And then these are the L'Oreal True Match Naturel Mineral Makeup, which I absolutely love those. Not going to part with those. Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro Primer. This is a fantastic drugstore primer. I just don't really ever use it, to be honest. I'm getting more and more picky about the type of foundations and primers and stuff that I put on my skin. I'm starting to prefer higher end products, and it's not me trying to be snotty. It's just that I feel like I focus so much on skincare, and for me, that kind of whole thing, foundations and primers, they're basically like your skincare. So I've been trying to just kind of improve the stuff I've been using a little bit, so I think that I'm going to give that one away. Now, you'll see though, there are still some drugstore products I do really like, so that one just doesn't exactly make the cut. I have this Tarte foundation here. It's the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Full Coverage Foundation. Some people swear by this and they absolutely love it. I've never really been able to get on with it. I think that it's fine. It's just not anything spectacular, and my little sister is kind of close to this shade, and I feel like she might appreciate this, so I'm going to give that away. Love my Garnier BB cream that I have in there. This is from Revlon. It's the Age Defying Face Illuminator. I feel like, again, this is really old, not in their circulation anymore, but I feel like this is one product that last time I decluttered, I told myself, okay, pull it out, try to see if you use it a little bit more, and if you don't, then the next time we'll get it, we'll give it away. And we're at that point now where I feel like I need to give it away because I did not use this near enough. I have my Too Faced primer. I actually really like, if you want to talk about a good drugstore primer, I love these Maybelline Master Primes, so I'm going to keep that. I have a liquid highlighter, Girl Meets Pearl from Benefit, that I love, Makeup Forever primer, and then some random foundations that I really like. I try to keep my foundations to a minimum. I know this isn't as much as some people have, but that's because foundation is something that I have a really hard time going through, so I like to just keep it as small as I can. This is from My Body. It's a Glow Biotics cream oil. It's very nice. You can mix it in with your foundations, gives it a wonderful glow, and this is technically a skincare product, so I love that because it has really great ingredients in it. Other than that though, I mean, this drawer honestly is pretty, except for maybe this guy here. This is from Benefit. It's the That Gal Brightening Face Primer. I just don't really think that this works and does anything, so I'm going to give that away. Have some Becca highlighters in here, some random Dr. Dark BB creams. I actually feel like I might throw this guy over here since it's more of the BB cream drawer. And I do have more foundations and stuff too, as you can see. My makeup desk is crazy, but that's not meant, that just needs to be cleaned up, not decluttered. Obviously that's all stuff that I use, but I have some of my other foundations in case you guys are wondering if there's something missing, because there is a couple of products I've talked about that are not in here because they're on my desk, because I love them. Next, we have concealers and powders. So I have my, I don't know why it's just randomly stuck in there, my Pure Cameo Contour Dual-Ended Contour Foundation. I love this stuff. We'll be getting rid of that. Basically though, this entire section, except for maybe this loose powder, because I do like that, all of these Everyday Minerals powders, if you guys watched my eye declutter, then these will be familiar to you. These are, again, products that I've tried to use up, but I just can't seem to do it, and so I'm just going to probably, these are all open and weird, so I'm going to try to close all these, and then I'll give them away. Let's tackle the concealers real quick. I really don't feel like there's probably much in here that I want to get rid of, to be honest. Just about all of these products, I don't really keep concealers around that I don't like. I'm going to take out this, though. Put these guys back in there. This is a product that I got in a box. It's a highlighting stick. It's very greasy, and honestly it just kind of shows up as shimmer, not like, or I should say shows up as like glitter, but it doesn't actually have any sort of a sheen to it, and I really don't like just random glitter flakes on my cheekbones, so I'm gonna get rid of that guy. Korres Brightening Powder. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. Kind of going, ooh, whoops. Circling back to some of the products, and I don't know, maybe it's just some Rimmel products that I have certain like sensitivities to, but this powder to me is just, it's a very cheap powder. It's good for the price, but I just find that for me it's a little bit too kind of talky, and I don't think that it does good stuff for my skin. Like, I just kind of get that weird powdery itchy feelings. And then this very front drawer has some other powders. We have Sephora, MAC, Revlon, Milani. This is all stuff that I currently use in my rotation. I seriously go through these powders and I kind of mix and match all the time. Powder for me is something that I easily fall in love with because I have a hard time really finding like super bad powders nowadays. I feel like they're all just so creamy and nice. So that drawer is good. So for this particular part of it, this is what we conquered. Look at how much we have there. That is fantastic. Super, super happy with that. I know that my sisters are just going to have a heyday when they get to look at some of this stuff. So I hope that you guys enjoy this, and I'll talk to you all next time. Bye-bye.